Hey, what's up everyone? This is Brad from Display Fitness, and want to make kind of a short video today to talk about something that I think is really important and can really help out your lifting and your gains that you probably aren't doing, and that's training with other lifters, right? So outside of your normal group, linking up and training with new faces. So there's a few reasons why this is good and beneficial and you should be doing it. So the first of which is, just the opportunity to learn something new, reaching out and training with new faces or people that you don't normally train with, and getting a session or maybe two in with them, and just kind of picking brain, talking, and that deal. So you have an opportunity to learn something from somebody that you don't normally lift with. They can show you kind of how they do things and just kind of open up your aperture a bit. And another kind of critical thing that this can do is also kind of invigorate your training. So sometimes training gets boring and kind of same old, and by linking up with new people, it can kind of spice up the training a little bit. So that's something else that this can really kind of help kickstart some of your training. Now, as far as like lifting with people or linking up with new lifters, if you travel either for personal or for business, something like that, wherever you are, you can kind of do a little bit of a search and figure out if there's any other lifters in that area. Or if you join certain social media groups and things like that, you might be able to put out, hey, I'm heading to Des Moines, Iowa. Are there any other lifters in Des Moines? And just see who's out there and who might be willing to train with you, or recommendations about even where to train. Another thing that you could possibly do is look in your state, whatever federation that you compete in. Find out who the state record holders are for your federation, and try to get a sense about where they are. More than likely anymore, they probably have a social media profile or something like that, and you could probably find them and message them and figure out where they are, where they train, and then go link up with those guys. So a couple hour drive sometimes, whatever the case is, but well worth the investment of your time and energy to go lift with new lifters or somebody that you don't normally train with, to get that exposure and that experience. And then the other thing too is just making friends, right? Like I don't think anybody ever suffered from having more friends. So creating contacts and friendships is usually a good thing, and just gets you exposed to more people, and I think just generally speaking, it's a really, really good thing. So I think that is definitely one thing that can definitely help out with your training. I know that in my own personal life, both just kind of personally, for linking up with people in my state or in my area, I've driven as much as 3 to 4 hours one way to go find people and train with them. And then also while I travel, as I travel for work a fair bit as well. So anytime I travel, I try to find people who train, in that area wherever I'm at, and link up with them. And so, like most recently, I had an opportunity to link up with Dan Clancy out in California, in Murrieta, and I drove almost 2 hours just to go train with him. And that was a great opportunity. Dan and I had a good time. You can see that video. I'll try to link it if I can. But you can see that, and it's just an opportunity to go train with somebody new, shoot shit, all that stuff. So I think linking up with new lifters is one thing that you probably aren't doing that can definitely help give you a bump in your training and give you a bump in experience and all that other stuff. So I highly recommend it. Like I said, and the idea about maybe finding some state record holders or things like that, people who are in your state, that might be a good idea if you don't happen to travel much for business or for otherwise. Get you exposed to some new faces. So anyway, guys, that's it. Leave any questions or comments, concerns in the chat box below. I'll be sure to respond. Let me know, is this something that you guys do? Do you agree? If you agree that linking up with new lifters and getting that experience is a good thing, give me that thumbs up, and then let me know what you guys do. What are methods or ways that you go about reaching out with new people? And don't be surprised too if you reach out to somebody if maybe they aren't up for training at the time that you're looking to do it. If they have a meet or something big going on, they may not be open to it, but generally speaking, I think most people are. And if you reach out to somebody and they're just not open to training with other people, well, that gives you kind of an idea about who that person is and their character. And you probably don't want to be around that person anyway. That's it, guys. Remember, no matter what it is you think you can't do, train despite. You either find an excuse or find a way. Thanks for checking out the video, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.